Hi, this is Ramya from Tech Master near MISC Medical College, Kolancheri. So my last video was regarding the relevant informations which you need to take from the case note when you are writing to a dietitian and a physiotherapist. Okay, so this is a continuation of the same video. So here we will be discussing about the relevant case notes which you need to select when you are writing to a pharmacist, a social worker and to a doctor. Doctor in the sense when you are writing to a letter, writing letter to a GP, either to a new GP or family doctor. Okay, so first we can see what are the relevant informations which you need to include when you are writing to pharmacist. The first thing is that you have to include about the present medical history of the patient. Okay, what is the present condition of the patient is quite relevant when you are writing to a pharmacist. Second one is about the current and the regular medicines that this particular patient is taking. Okay, so sometimes the patients may be diabetic or he has some hypertension or thyroid or something like that. So for these conditions, the patient may be taking regular medicine. So these type of things is needed when you are writing to a pharmacist. Okay. So and again the current medicines which he needs to take from now. Okay, the third thing is about the dosage and the frequency of the medicine. Sometimes the medicines will be taken only when it is required, or else sometimes if it is an antibiotic, definitely it has a course which needs to be completed. Okay, so in that case, he needs to know about the dosage and frequency of that of every medicine that this patient is taking. Okay, next one is about the recommended medicines. Okay, recommended medicines means what all medicines he needs to take after discharge. Okay, maybe in the hospital he will be taking 5 or 6 type of medicines which he need not need to continue when he is being discharged. Okay, so that kind of thing is also required. The next thing is about the proper drug usage. So what does this proper drug usage means? That means some patients may not be able to take tablets. So he needs to take it in a crushed form or in a diluted form. So these kind of things is also quite important. The proper usage, how to take these drugs is also important when you are writing to a pharmacist. Okay, and the last thing is about the health education. So you may be wondering like what pharmacists can provide, what health education can this pharmacist provides. Definitely there are something which this pharmacist can educate the patient about. Sometimes for example, this patient may not be knowing how to use a Ventolin inhaler, okay, properly. So this pharmacist is the right person who can educate him regarding the use of Ventolin inhaler, how to take the puff. Okay, so that is clear, isn't it? So now we can move on with the social worker. Definitely social worker is not a health professional. He is a non-health professional. So you don't want to include any medical details to this patient. To this social worker. Okay, only the thing which you need to include is about what is his current situation. Medically, what is his current situation? That is important. Not more than that is required. Mainly you have to include about the social history, family histories, all these things. Okay, and again about the financial problems, whether the patient is having some financial difficulties, social worker can definitely help him. So, you know that social worker is that particular person who can connect this patient to the society. He will be having hand in every area of the society. Okay, so he is the right person who can connect this patient to different department in the society. So whether he has some income problems, whether he is financially sound, whether he has some financial difficulties, you can include that to the social worker. Next is about the personal habits. Sometimes the patient will be having some personal habits like smoking or alcoholism or drug usage. So you have to include these things when you are writing to a social worker. He can arrange some alcohol anonymous meeting or a smoking cessation program in order to reduce this condition. Okay, the next thing is about the self-care ability. So what does the self-care ability means? That means whether the patient is independent or he requires some assistance. Okay, whether he requires some assistance when after discharge, or whether he is dependent. That is also quite important when you are writing to a social worker. And the last thing is about the social issues or the needed assistance. Sometimes the patient may be new to this particular locality, so he requires a GP appointment. He don't have a family doctor, so social worker can arrange for that. And again, if the patient doesn't have enough knowledge in the language, he can arrange an interpreter also. So these kind of things is quite important when you are writing to a social worker. So that doesn't mean that you have to include every details what I'm saying. Okay, if these are there in the case note, you have to include it. Okay, not every case note will be having or carrying all the informations. Okay, so the next one is about the GP. So when you are writing to a GP can be of two types. Either it can be his family doctor or it can be a new GP. Okay, so when you are writing to a family doctor, definitely you don't want to include any histories like family, social, medical or surgical history is not needed, because this doctor knows about these things. So the only thing which you need to include is that whatever happens after hospitalization, what all investigations has been carried out, what all events that happens, what all medicines has to be given, these kind of things is important when you are writing to a non-case, when you are writing to a non-GP. Okay, and when you are writing to a new GP, you have to consider it as a new patient, and you have to include every information like social, medical, family, surgical histories has to be included. Okay, so usually we'll be writing to a GP, like to a new GP, when you are relocating from one area to another area due to some reasons, maybe due to some personal reasons, like they have been changing their place from one area to another area. In that area there is another GP, new GP. Okay, so you definitely, as you are living in Europe, definitely you need to have a family GP. So you have to consider this patient as a new, and you have to include all the relevant informations, including social, medical, surgical, family histories to the new GP. So I hope it's clear. And if you think that it is useful, kindly share it with your friends. Thank you.